All right, you guys, welcome to our 90-day Team Break Free game plan every Thursday. Today is November 10th, 2016, and I am Adrienne Carbonell, and I'm just excited to be hosting this event with you guys. I love meeting with you live. This is probably one of my favorite things to do, is to be able to see you guys like in live videos, connect and just really work on our goals together. And really, you know, the whole point of this is that we're taking one skill at a time, and we're practicing that, and we're working on that, and we're teaching and training about that one skill at a time. And there's a huge common thread. If you look back to any of the other, Zoom chats we've done, you'll know that we're always teaching 3 principles about the basics of Isagenix. And if you guys were on, well, really the basics of network marketing. If you guys were on with us on Tuesday night for our team call, we had George, my husband, George Ruiz, who's a multimillionaire in network marketing, and he's had over 20 years of experience. And we went over those basic principles. And it never, without fail, I've been doing this for 7 years, but every single time we re-go over the basics, just the very basics of it, we always get questions. And it's because the basics are so important. There's, more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to make it in network marketing. And there's so many shiny objects out there right now that it's really important that you guys remember the basics. I'm just going to reiterate some things that he shared with us on Tuesday night. You can always go back and listen to that call. But the first thing was to connect with people. You cannot build this business, and you truly can't build any business, especially network marketing, without truly connecting with people. Now, we're fortunate because, George 20 years ago had to use like fax machines and dial-up internet and, things like that. And there was no social media where you could go in and socialize with people all day long and be able to connect with them, send private messages, and really truly engage and create a relationship. So we are so fortunate, because when people say, I don't know who to talk to, I don't know who to connect with, I go, well, what are your passions? What gets you excited? What type of groups should you be in? Can you get in mommy groups? Can you get in weight loss groups? Can you get in fitness organizations, or things that have to do with, network marketing? Like, start connecting with people in other groups and being active in those groups. Post, create value, share inspiration. People love inspiration, because as we have witnessed the last 24, almost 48 hours now, the negativity from the election that we just had, it was so prevalent. And I got so many comments. I even got some private messages in my messenger thread thanking me for having positive messages. Now, this is just what I do, right? I know I wasn't doing anything different, but it showed. And I was able to create some new relationships because of all the negativity that was out there. I kept doing me. I didn't let that thwart how I really was feeling. And I continued to post those out. I had those posts preset through an app I use called Buffer to be able to engage with people and set those up in advance. And it worked. I mean, people were surprised that those were still coming out during this time. And not that I didn't have opinions. I think we all had opinions about this last election, and we're not here to talk about politics. But what we're here to do is, just like we're having to do out there in the world, we're having to do right here, which is unite on the basics of everything. Okay, so we're going to unite on the basics of connecting tonight. And so that was my one tip to you guys, is that there are so many people to talk to that you will never run out of people to talk to when you're using social media. You will never run out of people to talk to when you're asking for referrals. You'll never run out of people to talk to when you're consistently engaging with people on social media and asking for referrals. So there's always somebody to engage and speak with about Isagenix. And so what do we do after that? What do we do after we connect? What do we do after we, form somebody and we say, how's your family? Tell me more about yourself. What do you do if you've never known them? What do you do for work? Okay, how long have you been doing that? And you're having a basic conversation, and you're really, creating a relationship, and you're making a decision on whether or not Isagenix is for this person or not. Now, of course, the products are for everybody, so we always want to talk about that. But when we're talking about the business portion, not everybody's going to say yes to our business, and that can be, frustrating at times. But really, it doesn't have to be. For me, it's really not personal anymore. I lay it out there step by step. I lay out the business opportunity that I have with Isagenix, and I tell them why it's important to use the Isagenix products and programs, and if they really want to live a healthy lifestyle, and they really want to have an opportunity to not only live a healthy lifestyle, but to truly elevate their life and earn a secondary source of income and all those things. And that is how I'm connecting with people. And it's through asking questions. I don't just like unleash the Isagenix all over them right away. I'm using the scripts that we have. And yes, I use scripts. And no, I don't sound scripted because I've practiced them enough to the point that they don't sound scripted. The cool part is that when you're just getting started, when you're using social media, nobody really knows that you're using a script. Like, be normal, but just copy the script, paste. You can find those scripts on our team training site, startnowsystems.com. You can also find some beginning scripts from Kathy Cooper on isagenixbusiness.com. But that's how we connect, and we learn to present. And by present, I mean share the Isagenix story. So when we present with people, we can present with them a couple different ways. We can present by sending them a link to something that they're interested in, or a video, or we can send them a piece of the product, it's something to try, but that's not, you really want to make sure you do a tool as well with that. Okay, send a video like, are you toxic, or enterprising woman, or start your life, or retire wealthy with an encore career, all those things, how to do a 30-day cleanse, all that good stuff. And so that's how we send presentations. You also can physically do a presentation with somebody in person by using this amazing tool that Isagenix has. And I always say this because I remember Lynn Hagedorn, who's one of our millionaires in Isagenix, she always said, don't be a fool, use a tool. If you're not using a tool, you're talking too much. And so this is also part of that. Sometimes I've been the launch parties, and they don't use a launch party kit. And we're sitting there for like, an hour and a half rolls by, 2 hours. And I'm like, what happened to like 45 minutes, and then let's mingle and talk and sample the products, So when you follow the guide, you do so much better. So we're going to talk about launch parties in just a second, but that's part of that, sending a tool, sitting down with somebody one-on-one and sharing with them, writing it out for them, how do you make money? How do you make your first $370? How do you make your first $820? How do you make your first $1,000? How do you make your first $5,000? And writing that out for them, the ACMDE, becoming an associate, going consultant, going manager, you +2, them +2, going director, repeating that 3 times, going executive, repeating that 5 times, so you've got all of that down, and you just write it out for them on a piece of paper, tell me what your goals are. Okay, this is what we've got for you. So share the tools. Okay, use a tool. When you're presenting, you're using a tool. You're sending information, and you've set an appointment to follow up. Now, it's very key. I always use the Eric Worre scripts for setting an appointment, and you should definitely, if you have not read GoPro, the 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional by Eric Worre, it's time, and you can just download it. I think it's $9.97 off of Amazon. I would just get the audio if it's just easier for me. I just like to listen to it, a lot of times over and over and over. And that repetition is what has allowed me to be able to use those scripts for inviting people, connecting, and following up so fluidly. So you will get there as well. So the next thing is this idea of follow-up. So we've gone through the first 2 basics, right? Connecting with people, okay? You need to connect with people. You need to present to them, send them a tool, send them something to take a look at, okay? And you need to follow up on that piece of material. And when we follow up, by that I mean we've set an appointment in advance on that connecting call. Well, if I were to send you this link, when would you for sure be able to take a look at the video? Well, I think Thursday at 4:30. Great. It's only a 16-minute video, so if I called you at 5 o'clock, that's plenty of time. You'll have for sure seen the video. Yes, I will have. Okay, great. I will give you a call then. Let's talk, any questions before then, just let me know. But otherwise, I'll see you Thursday at 5 p.m. And you set the appointment. Boom. They're in your appointment book. Okay. You use a planner. You can use a day planner. Well, I know it's actually downstairs, but I have a day planner. There's a new day planner that Leah posted out called the High Achiever Day Planner. The Acma Andino Group produced it. It's for network marketing, and it's an incredible planner. George and I were so excited about it because you can take it with you, and it's got a whiteboard on the pages, and you literally can do presentations on the whiteboard papers all day long if you wanted. You could even do a Zoom call with somebody that you met on social media and have that mini whiteboard and just show up. Do you see what U plus 2 then plus 2 looks like? Okay, great. Do you see how to get your products paid for? Okay, great. Any other questions? No? Okay. Do you feel like you have enough information to get started right now? And I always use that line. Do you feel like you have enough information to get started? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, great. Let's do it. What's your birthday? What's your credit card? Where do you want your product shipped to? I just get people started. I go right into the order process. When I follow up, I intend to take an order. And that's something I highly, highly encourage you guys to do, is to always have some enrollment forms out on your desk. Print them out. You know, like when I'm setting up my weeks, a lot of times I'll print out, you know, 3, 5, and as many as, you know, sometimes 10. If you did 5 is in one week, but if you did 7, that would be one person each day. And just put them out on your desk, like with the intention, creating that mindset that you're going to set those appointments to follow up, send material, follow up with people, and they're going to enroll in your organization. Print them out. Put them on your desk where you can see them. Intend to fill them out, intend to put information, and I promise you guys will get new members. So that's one of my biggest tips for you for setting the pace for yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. What matters is you waking up that day and say, how many people am I going to enroll today? How many people will that be per week? How many people will that be over the course of this month? And you guys truly have an opportunity to finish your 90 days strong just with that one task of setting the tone for how many people you're going to connect with, present to, and follow up. And then follow up, you guys, we're really, like I said, we're intending to enroll. But what are the first questions that come out of our mouth? Hey, T, how are ya? You know, did you have a chance to take a look at the material that I sent you? Yes. Okay, do you have any questions for me about that? What did you like? I always ask, what did you like? I never ask, what did you think? Because if I ask them what they think, they're probably thinking a million things, including, do I really have time for this call right now, right? You know, so make sure that you always ask them, what did you like about the information that I sent you? And then they'll say, well, I liked, you know, the business portion, or I liked the weight loss, you know, part of it. Okay, great. What particularly did you like? What specifically did you like? What's, you know, stood out to you? And really get their goals. You want to get to that why. Why do you want to own your own business? You know, why do you want to take control of your health now? What's different now from when you first started? You know, things like that, and really get to that, okay? And then close the deal. Just work on becoming a closer. And I used to hate to ask for the money when I first got started because I didn't have a lot of money. And so I'd always get freaked out when it would come to that part where I'd say, do you feel like you have enough information to get started? And like, in the tone of my voice was like not confident, and people were like, oh, I think I can get out of this, right? You know, and so you really want to set the pace for that. I got like some kind of fuzzy in my hair. It's freaking me out. Okay. Oh, there it is again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is it a bug or a fuzzy? Oh, it's a fuzzy. Okay, good. I just don't like And there's so many bugs in Texas. Let me just tell you. So you just never know. They fly in your hair everywhere. Okay. So anyways, those are the basics, okay? And if you guys have any questions about that whatsoever, please, please do your homework. It is time for you to truly start educating yourself. So go to startnowassistance.com, go to isagenicsbusiness.com, and learn the process. Read the Eric Worre book, read GoPro. Fill out a 90-day game plan. Have enrollment forms on your desk every single day. Have 2 in your purse. You never know who you're going to meet at the grocery store or at the shopping mall or while you're getting your nails done. You just don't know. So always have some enrollment forms on hand, and probably some Isadelight chocolates as well, because women love chocolate, and I find myself talking to people I'm just an instant connector. I know you guys are too. You wouldn't be on here. And I just give people chocolates and talk to them, and they start to get happy, and we start to, assess their goals and see what they really want to accomplish in their life. And, a lot of times I end up enrolling them, and they become some of my best friends in this business. And that's what's so cool about network marketing, is that the people that we work with just truly become our best friends. And we just become this kind of a one big family in a way. So it's a lot of fun. We really care about each other's success. So launch parties. Okay, I put a post out today, and it talked all about launch parties and the value of hosting launch parties. Now, when I first got started in the business, I had a big objection to in-home presentations because I was living in a little townhome. as a single mom, and didn't have a lot of space in my home, and I wasn't sure that I felt comfortable inviting people into my home. And I quickly got over that when I realized Isagenix would help me pay the bills when I started connecting with people. And I started with the people that I knew. And I would say, my mom, my sister, my, best friend, people like that would say, it would be really awesome. I would love to share with you guys more about what Isagenix is all about in one night. Just get it over with. And if you have a friend, don't come alone. And they're like, of course I have friends. I always have friends. I said, great. Bring 1 to 2 or more. Bring some friends, because we're going to talk about Isagenix tonight. And I would create little pictures, and I would send them out in text messages to invite people, because I feel like text message is the bomb. It's the best. You can have a Facebook event and still take some, photos that you create using, Word Swag or Rana Designs, or, these are all apps, you guys, that you can write over pictures with. And I just write over, and I posted one of those in the group for you guys to see an example of creating a invitation, like my version of a modern invitation, because I just text people, and I text girlfriends, and then I tell them to text it out to their friends, and it works really well. And I have a house full of people, and next thing I know, what do I have? An audience of active listeners who are listening to what Isagenix is about. Now, I have learned that when I talk too much at a launch party, people don't enroll. And it's because the most important part of a launch party is the mingling. It is the networking that you do at the party. Not everybody's going to be ready that night. But if you walk around the room after the presentation, you've followed your launch party guide to a T, and you're putting some shakes up for, you've got some samples to pass out, they get to try a little shake. During that time is when enrollments are created, because you get to dig in. You just kneel down, kick off your high heels, kick off your shoes, whatever you were wearing, that may have, allowed you to look like the presenter, because I do want you guys to look like presenters, look like people who care about what they're promoting, and that you've got a focus, a business focus, you're not just like in your pajamas, even if it's your mom and stuff like that. You really want to make sure that when you're doing a presentation that you are dressed for success, and you don't have to overdo it, but dress for success. Okay. And then, after the, presentation's over, then, get down on the floor with these people and ask them the questions that, maybe they were too embarrassed to answer in front of everybody, what are your health goals? How's work going? What are your, why would you want to own a secondary business? All those things, a secondary source of income. Why would you want to own your own business? Okay. So I'm opening this up for you guys. This is $29.95. You get it off of isasalestools.com. Okay. And it is phenomenal. Okay. So it unvelcros right here. It's kind of heavy. It comes with a lot. Oops, I just dropped a bunch of brochures. It comes with brochures, Solutions to Transform Lives. It comes with a DVD with videos on it that you would have off of isamovie.com, the same videos that you send people when you're prospecting. It has a invitation. You can create invitations right here, but you can also, it's got a marketing pack, so you can create little flyers, a full letter, a half letter, social media posts, and 5x7 postcards. So it comes in, you just plug it in, put it in your computer or whatever, and you can print out some of those. Now, here's my favorite thing. I told you guys to always have enrollment forms on hand, right? So the first thing is it comes with a guide. How to host a launch party. How to host a launch party. Step 1. The setup, and you go through the setup. Step 2, welcome. How to welcome people. You can play music or keep the conversation casual. How was your day? Can I get you some water? Don't get into conversations about the specifics about, the night's presentation or anything like that. Just keep the excitement alive. And step 3 is the launch party. You're going to start by sharing your story. Okay, so your story is, there's a video on isagenixbusiness.com under the training section, and it teaches you how to create a compelling story, because you need to have a story. Typically, a story consists of where I was before Isagenix, what happened when I got started on Isagenix, like what happened to me, what happened to you, and where you see yourself going. So for me, when I first got started, I would say to people, before I started in Isagenix, I just want you guys to know that, struggling, I've been struggling to be a single mom. I've been working paycheck to paycheck, and I just was exhausted. I was tired, and I didn't feel very good. And my friend, invited me to take a look at these products in this program, and I said yes. And I put the products in my mouth, and I put the products in my body, and next thing you know, I released 8 pounds and 22 inches in the first half of my 30-day kit. And I felt amazing. And I started actually sleeping better at night. And I felt like I had more natural energy throughout the day. And I could fit in my size 6 pants again. Okay, that was a big deal for me. And so that's what the products did for me. And because of that, I just want you to know, I see where I'm going with this company. I see what the products have done for me, and I see that there is a need for that. And I see that there are people who are also struggling to pay for products like this, and there is a way to get your products paid for. So we are here tonight so I can share with you what I found, which is I have found a home with this company, with Isagenix, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys tonight. So thank you for being here. And that is how I would start a launch party. So that's a really great example of that. Okay. And you could, your stories will all be different, but if you don't have a business story yet, then that's why that, where do you see yourself going with Isagenix is so key. It's so important because you really need to let them know. I can see myself, creating a secondary source of income by sharing Isagenix. I can see myself doing that. So that's all huge. Okay. The next thing is that you guys can go through this whole thing, but, okay, you're going to ask your guests, who is here because they heard about Isagenix for weight loss? Or maybe you're looking to lose a few pounds, right? Who is here to learn more about breaking through with Isagenix aging or skincare? Anyone here because they're looking for more endurance? Who's here because they're interested in earning an extra income? And so you guys can ask all these questions, but literally they're right on here. You go through, you play, why Isagenix? So after and you can also say who doesn't know why they're here, right? And take questions, and ask people, why do you guys think you're here tonight? And then you're going to put in the video. Well, let me just share with you what Isagenix is about and why I'm so passionate about Isagenix. And these people are going to sum it up. And you just, stick the launch party DVD in, and we put it in, and we push play on why Isagenix and let that play out. Then we recap. What did you guys love about the video? Just 1 minute. Okay, great. Share, or you can choose somebody who's already in your organization to share, their story or their business story, what they're excited about. And then you guys, we kind of go through and we explain the packages. We explain the President's Pack. We explain the Pace Setter. We explain the 30-day. Okay, so we go through all that. And then when we're done, we after we've played Why Isagenix, and we've done all of that, we followed up. Like here it says to pass out the order forms. And it says right now you may be feeling one of 2 ways. 1, you like what you see regarding the products. 2, you like what you see regarding the products and you want to see how to get the products paid for. And I do actually go through and I share a little bit of I share U+2, them +2. And I show them the money. I literally go through ACMDE and I say, this is my plan. If I was brand new, I'd say, this is my plan for creating a secondary source of income. And I can see so many of you joining me on this journey tonight. And if it's not for you, that's okay. Just let me know. But I could really see so many of you benefiting from these products and benefiting from the financial opportunity this company brings. And, you just sum it up and just say, okay, great. And literally pass out enrollment forms. So look, it comes with tear-off pads where they can fill out the backside with their information to place their order. And I literally just pass these out and I go I just have them all filled out. Please make sure you fill this out tonight. Put your name up at the top and I sort of guide them through. And let's talk about the packs. And so I'll talk about the packages while they have the enrollment forms in their hands. And I'll explain the Business Builder Pack. I'll explain the President's Pack. I'll explain the 30-day or the Pace Setter. And the reason why I do that with this in front of them is because I want them to see the value of what they're getting in each package. So that's why that's so key for a launch party. When we go into this, the how to get your products paid for, this is amazing because they can go in and they can start writing out referrals right now, and then we can show them how to make the money. Show me the money, right? So you can show them how to make their first half of their kit back and then show them how to make the full amount of their kit back in their first 2 weeks. So we go through this with them. Okay, We also have product catalogs for people who need to see other things, okay, more proof or ingredients or things like that. It comes with the Prosper magazine, 100 Millionaires and Counting, and this is all about Isagenix. It also comes with the Start Your Life, which is the ages 18 to 35, and it shares stories in there. And I've been to launch parties too where if you're on your own, if you are a leader in your own area and you're on your own and you don't have a teammate there to share their story with you or anything like that, I actually have them. I'll pick a story that resonates with me or that I think will resonate with my audience, the people who are coming to my event, and I'll ask them to read the story out loud. Or I'll highlight a section and have them paraphrase it, and I'll have them read about what happened to, Emily and Heaton. What happened to Danielle Thompson and her husband, so I have them read a portion of that story so that I'm not alone, that they can see that there's other people who are on board that are successful. And that's huge. I mean, I didn't have time to wait for somebody to hold my hand when I first got started in this business. I learned trial and error. And honestly, I mean, I would ask as many questions as I could and I would go for it. And it worked. It paid off. Talk about going from, a couple $100 a month to over $6,000 per month. I did launch parties. I was connecting with 10 people per day online. I was reaching out. Anybody that I could call to present to, I was on the phone calling them. I was dialing for dollars. And I'm proud of it because, this is where it's gotten me to a totally different lifestyle in my life now at this point where I can live my life freely. I can truly be free. And so that's why I want to share this with you guys tonight. And the launch party kit is so important. So I actually have a launch party kit that is unopened. Woo! Okay. And for anybody who hosts a launch party this month, I will give you, or for anybody who hosts a launch party this month, you'll enter to go into a drawing and just send me in the pictures of your launch party and how you followed along, because you can also get this, you can get these instructions off of isagenixbusiness.com, but the whole pack comes from ISA Sales Tools. You can print out enrollment forms if you can't do that yet, so you can find everything you need. But I'm going to give this away by the end of November, early December. I want to give this launch party kit away to people who over the next 4 weeks are willing to put themselves out there and invite people over to their house and create a little mini invitation and get the word out about Isagenix and what you're doing. And it's just because it works. So do you guys have, I want to open this time up now because I really want to get to what's going on with you guys right now, and if there's anything I can do to help you out or assist you guys or make your experience any better, tell me what is going on with you guys. How is everything going? Or questions or comments or concerns or anything about this tonight that we went over? No? You did a really good job? Nobody has any questions? Questions for connecting or questions about inviting, anything like that. I mean, I'll just kind of share with you. You guys be thinking and feel free to cut me off and chime in. But I have this little app, and I know I've showed it before, but that app that you guys saw tonight, it's called WordSwag, and it just looks like this. It's this little blue thing. I don't know if I can get that to focus. Hold on. Oh. That's bad. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I don't think I'm gonna, okay, kind of. Well, anyways, it's called WordSwag. Okay, so you click on it, and it is for Apple. So if you guys don't have Android, I know there's some other ones for Android, but let's just say done. Okay, closed. You go back. Hold on, I have to go back. Okay, and I was wanting to create a holiday one, so I went through and I scrolled through and I picked a holiday background like this, okay? And it brings me the background, and I put it in a square crop like that. And then what I do is I go in and I double tap, and I just start typing, and I create an invitation. So it turned out like the one that you guys saw, even though for myself, I created several versions of it to send out. So like, here's this one. Healthy Holidays Tasting Party, okay? And then I did another one called Healthy Holiday Happy Hour, Okay, and the happy hour is a fun one. People really like the happy hour because I just do it from 5 to 7. I make it real fast. They can get in and get out no matter what night it is. Okay, I'm actually doing this one on a Saturday, and it just says you and your friends are invited. Experience an event where you will try our healthy holiday recipes featuring the Isagenix supplements for this holiday season. Don't gain that sticky 10 to 15 pounds over the holidays. Saturday, November 19th, the date 5 to 7, my address, and RSV to me and my phone number. So I just make it super, super simple. And again, that's kind of what it looks like. And you can do it so many different ways. And then I text message this out. And I tell everybody else to text message it out. So I go, hey, invitation to my party next Saturday, please text it to as many friends as you think would be interested or not. Text it out to girlfriends who just want to come and hang out and have fun. And I make recipes like that you guys see me put out in 30 Days Start to New You. I make these protein balls, like, this time I'm going to make a pumpkin spice one, or I do like a chocolate one. I also do like a no-bake cookie with the chocolate mint protein that just came out. And I also make another chocolate one that's like a frozen cookie almost with like fresh raspberries on it. And all of that stuff I've posted out in the group. So you guys could do that. And then I let them snack on those while, we're talking. And then I make shakes for people. So I say, let's try some shakes. Let's see, what flavor do you want? And I give everybody a little sample of it. And you don't have to do that. You really don't. I mean, if you want to make it super snappy, pass out some Isadelites and have somewhat more energy and water, and boom, and just, you're done. That's it. Thanks for coming, and you just go through what we offer with the launch party kit. So that's another way to do it as well. And yeah, I mean, it works. It really, really works. And I have brochures out, and everything that comes in the launch party kit I have sitting out so people can see it and touch it and feel it and all that good stuff. So, okay, and I know you guys have seen opportunity meetings before because we've had our Sexy Saturday events. That's a great place to invite people as well to get a presentation in and, invite people. Our next one will be in December, right before Christmas, after Christmas, I can't remember. It's coming up. But right now we're really focused on the holiday melt as well. So a lot of that is just taking up a lot. So make sure that you guys, I know you guys have done such a great job. We finally hit 1,000 people, woohoo, okay, that are doing this holiday melt. They're in the group and they're seeing all the holiday melt stuff, and it's just so exciting. I'm so happy about it. So the holiday melt is amazing, and I think you guys have done a fantastic job on plugging people into the welcome one that we have there, and plugging them into the other things they need to know about the cleansing and the detoxing and how we're doing it in all the different ways. And my suggestion is to continuously try to follow up with people you've added into that group once a week. So if you can follow up with them once a week and just check in, how's it going? Are you seeing results? Do you feel like you're ready to order Isagenix now if they haven't ordered yet? All that stuff, and just make it really simple for them. We're already giving away so much. This holiday holiday melt is such a huge gift from all of us to everybody. Really free coaching and opening the group up, whether they're using Isagenix or not. And it's really for you to have engagement with more people. So that's really what the holiday melt is for. So make sure you utilize the holiday melt to its fullest, and we are starting this Saturday on the 12th. So it's happening. And anything else? I don't think so. Okay, any other questions, you guys? All right. Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being on tonight. I really appreciate it. And let's make sure that we host some launch parties and that we stick to the basics, okay? So we stick to connecting, we stick to presenting, we stick to following up, we stick to hosting in-home presentations. You can do the same thing one-on-one, set one-on-one appointments, set appointments off of appointments, okay? Seriously, and just really, truly connect, grab referrals, read through the basics again, because nothing really changes in this business when it comes to the basics. I mean, obviously that's why they call them the basics, but literally, I mean, I've got up here, you have a list. You create a list of people that you're continuously talking to, and that's so much easier in social media because in your messenger, if you don't write them all down in a planner like I do, you have that history of who you've spoken with. You can go back at any time and find out who you've spoken with and have another conversation with them. That's huge. So you've got your list. Now what to do with your list? You need to connect. You need to connect with your list. How, form them. How's your family? How's your, how's work going? Have you do anything fun for the holidays? Well, the reason why I'm calling you is because, and that's that message, FORM form. Okay, great. Well, the reason why I'm reaching out to you is because, I wanted to know if you're looking for a secondary source of income. I understand that, your husband lost his job or whatever, really want to be of their support. I probably wouldn't be that blunt about it, but, really connect with people, really get, the key to really great connecting is being a really great listener and asking a lot of really good, high quality questions. And that's what the scripts are for. They allow you to ask high quality questions that get you to an end result so that you can send them a presentation or schedule a time to meet with them. And then from there, you follow up. And you want to follow up within 24 to 48 hours, and I mean right away if you can. And if you can't, because it's the way that they've set it up, then you do the best you can. But I really, honestly, I'd urge you to follow up with people 24 to 48 hours while it's fresh in their mind. The information's fresh in their mind. And that's how you schedule your day. How many connections did I do? How many presentations did I send out? How many people did I follow up with? How many enrollments did I get? And that is how you dictate the flow of your business. That is how this business becomes predictable. It becomes that you know what your paycheck's going to look like because of how many conversations you've had, how many presentations you've done, how many follow-ups you've done. So my suggestion to you is if you want to be full-time or a full-time, part-time type status, you really want to have a list of at least 60 people in your pipeline that you are following up with on a consistent basis that you're working with. And that number just seems to work. And we have our Freedom Funnel that I've talked about in the past. I've got 60 names up there. So you want to have that going, that whole dialogue on a consistent basis with those names that are on your board. Not everybody's ready right away. And that's why it's important to continue the follow-up process. George on Tuesday night's call said that Jimmy Smith followed up with him 41 weeks in a row. 41 weeks in a row. And he wasn't pushing him. He wasn't bothering him. He always had something new to talk about. Always. And he was just checking in. How are you, George? How's everything going? How's your family? Okay, how's your other, business? How's your, he was in another company at the time. How's your business doing? Okay, great. You guys do anything fun? No? Okay. Well, the reason I'm calling you is Isagenix has this new shake flavor out. It's called Chocolate Mint. I'll have to send you a link on it. I think you'd really like it. Always had a reason to speak. And that's what leaders do. They get creative and they come up with good reasons for, following up with people and not being pushy, but being persistent and consistent and never giving up. And so that's what I want to share with you guys tonight, with everything we've gone over with the basics, the connecting, presenting, and following up. There's just a plethora of material on this, but it's not a how-to. It's a why don't I? And Jeffrey Combs always says that. It's never the how-to. There is so much how-to knowledge out there about Isagenix, about network marketing in general, about how to own your own business and run your own business and be successful. It isn't the how-to that holds you back. It's you. There's something in you. So that's why we do personal development. Make sure you guys are truly, truly, doing your personal development. And maybe start right now with the personal development of developing yourself as a leader and reading the Eric Worre Go Pro book and just getting it over with, getting through it. And then what stood out to you, go back and rehash. Go back how to invite somebody. Go back how to promote to an event. Go back and do, all that good stuff, because New Year kickoff is coming up. And we have this incredible lifestyle challenge. Where's it's over here. Here it is. Okay. We have this incredible lifestyle challenge, and there's so much on the line, and you can do it. You deserve to win that Louis Vuitton purse. You deserve to win those boots. You deserve to win this trip and be with the team at the dinner and do all this stuff. So truly pull out all the stops. Hone your skills and practice them every single day. Don't let a day go by where you're not connecting, presenting, or following up. And that is my my suggestions for you guys tonight for this week 10 of our 90-day. Oh wait, week 10. Yeah. The weeks go by, but here, just keep working, okay? And the reason why I say that is because if you're not where you want to be yet, it's not time to give up. It's time to dig in. So you guys, thank you so much for being on the Zoom chat tonight. And remember to get a launch party kit, okay? And, download the Eric Worre Go Pro. that event's coming up too in December, but really want to make sure you guys get to New Year kickoff in San Antonio. Do whatever it takes. Start looking for childcare now. Start creating space on a credit card if you have to. Start looking for your tickets. If you need a ticket and you don't have one yet, get a ticket right now. I'm telling you, events change your life. Events change your paycheck. They change how you produce because you have a better understanding, a better knowledge, and you see the whole picture. So to me, events are non-negotiable. Okay, so the biggest event coming up that you must be at is New Year kickoff. Don't let that opportunity go to waste. Don't let another month go by with you not having a New Year kickoff ticket, because if you're not at the event, you're missing out. And I can't have you guys missing out when I know what your goals are. So, all right, you guys, get serious. Let's bring it home. Until next Thursday, stay consistent, connect, present, follow up, connect, present, follow up, connect, present, follow up. Truly train yourself. And if you guys ever have any questions at all, you know I'm a phone call away. You can schedule a call with me anytime you want. I'm using the scheduling link that's in the description section of the TBF page. 15-minute free coaching call. Boom. Put your name in. If you have a question, comment, anything you want to talk about, let's do it. Okay, let's just get it out of the way and make sure that you're good to go. Easy breezy. Wash your hands of whatever it is and just move forward. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for being on tonight. Schedule a launch party. That's my challenge to you. Schedule a launch party. They're so much fun. And just create some beautiful pictures and just send them out and just telling you texting works because people see it right there. Okay, so text people and get them going. And then plan. Have those enrollment forms out on your desk. Have those. And you know what you can even do is if you schedule a launch party for like next Saturday or the week after or something, like, well, not on Thanksgiving, obviously, but you could do the Tuesday before Thanksgiving or, the following Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever days work for you, and do it. And then take enrollment forms, like print out new enrollment forms and write the names of the people that you're inviting to your party on it. Just do it. I promise you, if you write names down on pieces of paper, and I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but it works. It's like you start manifesting those people that are on your mind that you need to talk about Isagenix about. And, you just need to make that list and just get that name out, enrollment form. Write it. Just jot it down on an enrollment form. Keep them in a little space. Like I have like a little paper holder, on my desk. And a lot of times I'll just wake up in the morning and flip through that and be like, okay, today's the day. Amanda, here I come. Okay, and I just send her a text message. Hey, girl, when do you have 15 minutes where we could talk today? It's been too long. Or whatever, and inform them, connect, present, follow up, or invite them to a launch party, whatever you guys decide to do. But just be consistent, okay? And let's stick to the basics because it's so crucial to the long-term success of your business to know that there's nothing more you need to know than that, okay? All right. Before I go, last chance. Any questions, comments, anything at all? We're live. Go ahead. Take advantage. Be the only one tonight. So, all right. Well, don't say I didn't try. Okay. All right. You guys are so awesome. Thanks for being on. I really appreciate it. I want you guys to know that you can do it. If I can do it, if this mom who was, broke, working freaking 40 to 60 hours per week, not making enough with twin girls at her house and all of her paycheck going to daycare, and I changed all that around in 7 years, so can you. Because let me just tell you, there's jobs everywhere. It doesn't mean that it's for you. Okay? Do what you got to do to take care of your family. Let God take care of the rest and work your Isagenix business. Work it. Work it like your life depends on it because it does, okay? It does depend on it. Your children's livelihood depends on you building your business, on getting an hour or more per day of prospecting in. And that's the truth. So I know that when you guys reach out and you connect with people on a consistent basis, your life will change. Your paychecks will change. You'll have a lot more opportunity, less stress and more opportunity. So that is what I wish for all of you guys tonight. And I know that you can do it. All right. We'll see you on next Tuesday's team call. And then we won't have a Zoom chat next Thursday because we'll all be we'll be done with our cleanses and we'll be eating Thanksgiving. Okay. And then we'll be starting another cleanse after Thanksgiving. it, you guys. I look forward to all of it. I'll see you online in the meantime. Message me if you have any questions whatsoever. And I love you guys. God bless. We'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye.
Bye, Adrienne. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay.